Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to C Block. If you're in America, happy President's Day. Hope you're all enjoying your day off work. I finished a couple of things yesterday that we talked about. I just copy and pasted cobalt twice more, once for gold, once for titanium, and wired up the various inputs, particularly the acids. It's actually what we're going to focus on today because we are very, very short of chloric, hydrochloric, and nitric acid. We're also short of fluoric acid, but I am not going to work on fluorite ore today. So we're going to build the acids down here, and I did have a quick look at what the recipes are. They're actually not too bad for us, aside from fluorite. The fluorite one is awful. We'll have to tackle it at some point, but I think that's probably a stream in its own right. Hydrofluoric acid. Okay, so making fluorite ore is gibbelite chunks and ferrous powder, ferrous mix, which is crushed of this. No, not going there. We're going to start with hydrochloric, which is hydrogen chloride gas in and acid out. Very, very straightforward. I might also build the one that does normal hydrogen chloride, but probably not, because I've already got hydrogen chloride gas over here. It's going to be pretty straightforward. He says, hopefully. And it always feels like it's been dark when we've been playing the last few days. I didn't know. Maybe I need to get one of those always daylight mods. So let's get some space here. We need a train station. I guess. How do I want to do this? It's not going to take up very much space, is it? It's 15 chemical plant 2s, which is even less. It's 13 chemical plant 3s. To make it work. Yeah, so it's tiny. It's actually just coming straight from over here. I probably should have built it in the same place if I'd known about these recipes then. So where do we want to put the station? So you're going to be a requester. Let's grab you. If I put you here. Let's have you request hydrogen chloride gas. I want to be the recipe. Perchloric acid, hydrochloric, hydrogen chloride gas, requester. Like that. I don't know what all the bots are doing. The construction bots have been very, very strange of late. Then you need some purified water as well. How much purified water? 1,000. Choose 5 of them. So let's do 1. 5 like that. If I did sort of enough to get this to finish up at the same point. 2, 11, 12, 13. Is that right? 12, 1 short. That fits. And where do I want to get the train to come out again? So hydrochloric acid provider up here. So we just take this whole station. Let it come out here. I could. Do it here. Like that. Is that right? It will give me some acid. It doesn't seem particularly brilliant though. I think it's going to be better just to put it down here at the bottom. And just loop things back on itself. I like that better. Let's do that. Chemical plants. Let's get a train in here. Because we don't actually have a train that does the requester and providers for hydrogen chloride gas. Let's wire the piping up here. I think what we're probably going to decide is this is a bit of a crappy setup. But I think it should be enough to at least start our production of what we need. Clarifier on the end, as always. And what we need right now are enough metals to replace our current crappy bus design. Because I think my bots spend more time going backwards and forwards taking care of that than they do anything else. Is that sensible? Yep, it's not going to work. Thought that was going to be the problem. Something like that. does work. That wires in okay. Plumbs in okay, I should say. Yep, and I screwed up one of the pipes over here. So let's make sure we've fixed that. Then pump, pipe, chemical plant time. Good, they arrived. Bit of power. I think we can probably put the power every other one. Can. Now works. Do the top one to get this out. There we go. Hydrochloric acid. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to fill up, but that should be okay. Now, nitric acid. We did find quite a nice recipe based off the same stuff as we're using for the aluminium, so we're going to take that. It's this one. I need some compressed air. Wow, I need 80 compressed air filters. That's not good. This is also screwed up. The calculation. So nitrogen dioxide, I want to take you from sodium nitrate. And I want to take you from nitrogen monoxide. That's better. So putting the compressed air in screws it up. So start with the same basic layout over here. Let's do that. I'm going to change this here though, because it's not going to be a liquid station at this point. It's going to be this, sodium carbonate, I believe. Sodium nitrate. Ah, hold on. That's not what I have. This is sodium carbonate, I think. Yes. Okay, hold that. So this only comes from nitric wastewater. Yes, so that isn't going to work. undo all of this because it's a mistake. To go back to the other plan, which was using the ammonia. Nitrogen dioxide gas, oxygen and nitrogen monoxide. We have to go this way. I have ammonia. I can get oxygen quite easily from compressed air. Albeit quite a lot of them. Oops, this pump is not working correctly. And I have run out of nitric acid by the looks of it. Yep. And there doesn't seem to be any nitric wastewater. Let's just check. Nothing. Nothing. Where else do I have nitric? Yep, everything's low. As we used up the reserves. So this one's going to be a bit annoying. There's going to be aluminium and silicon ores coming in. And ammonia gas. So am I going to build it down here again? Probably no particular reason not to. Let's make you an ammonia requester. So I don't think I've actually got a train to request ammonia. I do have ammonia gas produced. So that's the ammonia. Then I need aluminium and silicon ore. So let's do the same again. But I don't want the tank. Get rid of these extra power poles that are all superfluous around here. I don't quite know what they're doing. It's better. Then I'm going to want to unpack you. Something like this. You're a requester. Something like this. That's what I want. Then I want the whole thing a second time. So I need one more set of metals. I want to get then that, that, But I can't get that, and that because of the way the trains are grid aligned. So I have to go there. Like that. So that's the catalyst and the filter frames. Okay, just thinking. It says I need one of these. As an assembler. Where do I want to put the old filter frames in? Nope. Not that. Go back to the provider. I don't want you unpacking. So if I put the frames here, then you need to up your sizing so I get the right amount. Purple, purple, purple. So the ammonia through the oxygen. So this will be ammonia gas. I need 41 and 19. So I need to do this in 2 halves because otherwise I'll fill up the pipes. This is going to be 2000 nitrogen dioxide, so I'm going to do this as 3 and 3. So 20 and 10 first of all. Let's aim to put the oxygen at the top then. So this is 5. So this takes in ammonia. Takes an ammonia there. And outputs to nitrogen monoxide. Then I have to put the nitrogen monoxide into 2 separate chunks of 7. The metal catalyst wants to be with this one. So I need up and down. Let's move you plenty across. Something like that. So that gives me 2 chains of nitrogen. Then you go kind of, this is what I hate about this. Because the pipes don't line up correctly. Something like that. Then oxygen, if you go something like that. That seems okay. You've got to be one further over now. So this oxygen goes through. That seems right. Then it seems like I need another 7 on each side. To get the actual acid out. I think I want these to the middle. Like that. You need to be one tile in. Do I have enough space for the purified water in this setup? No. I don't. Everything's got to move one tile out. Then you sort of come around the corner. Like that. Now you need the same purified water setup as we have over here. Let's put you, say, here to save some space. Something like that seems perfectly sensible. hump in. And now I've just got to get the oxygen in to these things. And I should be able to do that from over here. Going to want a few more chemical plants. It's better. This is going to work out really nicely, because then you come down this way. And then you come up this way. Good. So now we need to get 2 lots of 10 of these for oxygen to come in. So how should I do it? If I do 1, 10, then no, you're not a charcoal train. Back. That. Yep, okay. Let's get you. Nine, 10. This one's annoying me because it's just wrong. This one has to come down there. So the, oh, I'm out of pipes as well. Okay, just make sure we get a few more pipes coming. Are we managing to fill up the hydrochloric acid buffer? We are. There is some nitric acid, but not much. Let's see if we put in the aluminium. What's the catalyst need? Aluminium ore and silver ore. Did I put in the trains for those? This is aluminium ore. Provider. Silver. I did put in the silver ore provider as well. So you're not a lead ore provider. You are silver ore. But it says you don't have a limit. I think because the train station is set up wrong. Yes. Have you brought me some pipe yet, bots? No. I think they're all just filling up charcoal. Never mind. Okay, we'll just do this by hand to start with. And then while we're fixing up the other stations, the bots can build it all for us. Nitrogen, you need to go vent. Oxygen, I want you where do I want to bring you? Okay. I will need to put two sets of oxygen. Would this monstrosity fit over here as well? It does. So if I move this pipe a bit so that it comes down here. Leave one space. Can I then flip this around? Do I want to? Probably not is the answer. Just looks not very nice. I'm going to need one more station anyway. Let's put it there. This means I can now get the oxygen out the bottom. So I want your oxygen coming into this guy's piping. And I think the easiest way to do that is just going to be like that. Then I want your oxygen coming along the bottom here. Like that. Like that, then that. That gets the oxygen in the right place. Everything's in construction bot range, so it's going to be doing the right thing. So I am going to get an ammonia train running. Then we're going to go and work out where our metal catalyst is. Where is the ammonia provider? Okay. Do I not seem to have made an ammonia provider station? No, I have. Two or three stops accessible, full cargo. Let's do empty cargo, go. Okay, we're going to check on the metal ores and the ammonia. While this runs, we want silicon, silver and aluminium even. This one here, let's work out why it stopped producing. It's presumably something silly. Heading to request at waiting at provider. So heading at the silicon provider. Let's check the silicon. Go back that way. What happens when I miswire all my train stations? It's 23 sulfuric wastewater, so it's not full. This output is full though. Ah, so you're going down to this one. Should get one more train here then. By the looks of it, add wastewater provider, full cargo, requester. Empty cargo, off you go. No path. So this guy is deadlocked over by steel, Oliver de Fusco, okay? Let's try and work out what that deadlock is. So most certainly going to be my terrible signals because I didn't fix most of these yet. Here we go. So you definitely need to be a normal rail signal. You have to be a normal rail signal. You have to be a normal rail signal. There we go. That's better. That single mistake has probably cost me more than any other part of my game because I screwed it up everywhere. Made the station 1 too short. Never mind. Okay, aluminium ore. You need to hook up to there. Stacks to size 200, yeah. It's a steel chest, not a titanium chest. Let's make it bigger. So the provider not hooked to the station. Good. Aluminium ore provider. It's not aluminium ore, is it? Seems like such a good idea to use the pictures. Full cargo. Where's an aluminium ore requester? Don't think I've labeled the station correctly, have I? No. Can I fiddle with the station from this far away? Let's find out. I can. That's helpful. Requester. Empty cargo. Go. I'm not quite sure I know what I was doing there, but doesn't matter. Okay, now silver. This is silicon. This one here is silver. I think you're basically blocked because of the sulfuric wastewater problem. They all seem stuck here. Where's the provider that they're trying to get to? Okay, we'll check that in a little bit. Yep, so this station is just miswired. Completely. Train limit 1, perfect. Silver ore. Just come down here. Make you silver ore. Requester. Then silver ore provider, full cargo, empty cargo. Good. Okay. I will sit in here because then I can get a free ride as soon as this guy fills up, and have some coffee. Then we'll go check out what's gone on with the wastewater providers. It's almost certainly they're trying to access something silly, because it's all of them that seem stuck. Look at the bot line, it's quite funny. Here we go. And just run at normal speed, it's okay. Okay, now power. You I don't need. And you I need to be hooked in there. So you take far. I'll put far, take far. Then take and take. You take, drop. Take, drop. Take, drop. Now you work on the outside, outside, inside. There we go, better. Let's get a few of these filter frames, like 600 to bootstrap us to get us started. Then I need to put the chemical plants down. The right level of chemical plants, that is. Sorry, sneezing away. Not sure why it's been so bad the last few days, but I've had terrible sneezing. It's a bit too early for spring allergies, I think, but maybe. There. Then here, flare stack for the nitrogen. Then power poles. Like that. And then one for the flare stack. suspect I'm going to need more flare stacks than one, so let's do that in advance, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That takes care of that. Did any ammonia arrive? Not yet. Okay. We will have a look at the ammonia now, and we'll use that as an opportunity to fix the wastewater production as well. See what's up with all the queues. So just don't know which station it's trying to go to. I suspect one of them is malformed. See all these terrible signals. Once things mostly work, we can go back and sort the signals out. I'm not too worried about that. Be an hour or so of running around. Because is this sulfuric wastewater? No, this is fluoric. So I do not know which one it is trying to go to. All 19 stops are inaccessible. Strange. Why is that? So anyway, I can see which path it's trying to take. Because I can't believe that every single stop is inaccessible. Definitely see some places where the stations are wrong. So silver wasn't working. So let's take you. Let's see if we can get you over towards the silver. Yes, you work. Now, in theory, you should have gone around the bottom and back up again. Why? Why are all 19 stops inaccessible? See what it does when this one's finished. And no path again. So that one did actually work that time. Okay. Ammonia, and then we'll come back and see if we can figure out what that's doing. I think the ammonia problem is fairly straightforward. I think I've just not hooked the tank up properly. Yeah, there we go. That's better. And then we'll hop into this train to take us back the other way when it gets here. And see if we can produce nitric acid correctly. Whee! This is nice. It now mostly works. Okay, some power. Frames in, you output near, you output far. Okay, you need an inserter. This is where I get the problems. Oh no, it's actually okay, because I did leave one gap between them. Inserter seem to have dropped off of my shortcut bar. Strange. The oxygen. Let's do that. Is the whole thing misaligned by one? It is. Okay, never mind. Okay. You are now... Ah! You don't have anywhere to take out your filter frames. Correct? Take from back. Here is up on the near side. Purified water. So I need your purified water. Here. Now, can I get the nitric? It looks like I can. I don't know how it got oxygen everywhere there when I hadn't connected any of it, but never mind. Good. There is nitric acid coming out. So where do I want to put nitric acid now? I want to get a train station, right? Where did all those extra filter frames go? Okay, they must have just used them all up. It's okay. So let's just grab you. Because you're basically what I want, and I want to put you, say, here. Around the top. Like that. You are a nitric acid provider. .1. Okay. So not a huge amount coming in yet. Ah, saline water. Good. See if that does it. Interestingly, he turned up very early. That doesn't seem right. Let's put you back. You shouldn't have a train limit yet. Yeah. You need that. 28, 30. That is nitric acid going through correctly. So I think we can now leave this. That should allow us to fill up these 2 nitric acid tanks. Does not fix the problem of everything here seems to have no pathed. It must be something I've added over here. That's all it can be. This did used to work. Okay. Let's leave that for the moment, and we'll get the gold and the titanium ore producing. Because that was the goal of today's stream. Take this warehouse away. This was a marker from when I was filling things in. So I knew where I'd gotten to. Clearly didn't remove it when I finished it. It's cobalt. This is gold. So this has worked. This one has not worked. Doesn't have any chunks. Ironically, it has too much nitric wastewater. You don't have any of the crushed. Okay, let's just fix up a few of the little bits here. What is your problem? You don't have... okay. Interesting. I imagine you're short of sulfur. No. Short of slag. Funny. Clarify is missing. So we can't get rid of any of the mineralized water. That one's now working correctly. Let's get back up here and check. Interesting issue with power. Fair enough. So you work. You have got rubite. Now the bobmonium has not flowed through. That's better. You have all 3. You are missing sapphirite. You are definitely missing sulfuric acid. But you have plenty of sulfuric acid. There you go, missing a pipe. Okay, I'm going to give this a few minutes to fix itself up. I'll be right back. Okay, this one seems to have recovered itself now. Still running quite slow. Not enough slag by the looks of it. Yep. The bots did a fairly bad job even of building some of this. And I keep finding little bits where they've just accidentally forgotten to build a pipe. And I have no idea how to reset it. I imagine it's programmed into some bot that's just stuck. Oops, almost got run over. So all of these are working. Good. Something's up with the limestone production as well. I want to go and check that. So this one is not producing crucinium. Says it has too much chloric wastewater. Same problem as the previous one. The copy and paste has just screwed it. This is a problem now because the geodes aren't processing. I don't think I put any frames in at all. Nope. It's an easy fix. Purified water. Ah. Yep. Same on that side, actually. See if that makes it work. Good. Now, this is blue, yellow, and cyan. I need to change the colors of the geode processors. Blue, green, and cyan. This is better. Let's go do the same to the purified water over here to make sure that it's also fixed, because otherwise it's going to suffer the same problem. And this wants to be cyan, blue, and red. Okay, so it does at least have the right things. Doesn't have any sulfuric acid. So I think we're not producing too much sulfuric acid because all the trains are stuck. Yeah, that's the problem. Did we manage to produce any titanium ore yet? Not yet. Because we don't seem to have produced any catalyst. Oh no, we have. Small amount of catalyst here. There we go. It's working. Some of the problems, I just haven't set the recipe. Titanium. Good. And there's titanium ore. So let's start by deleting this monstrosity. Don't need the chemical plants anymore. And I do want to wonder if some of this is just why everything seems to be going a little bit wrong. Oops, sorry. Still sneezing. Like, I wonder if it's just trying to go through some of this weird stuff to get to where it's supposed to. Okay, come on. Have you got some power now? You do. So should you. Yep, you have power too. This should mean I can come down here, put in something like that. Let's just stand away a bit and throw the cliff explosive. Blow myself up a few times with cliff explosives before. Oops. No. Some landfill. Then we'll come down and fix that little bit of railroad. That's better. What the hell are you doing down here? Train with absolutely nowhere to go. Where are you? Can you enter a requester? Okay. Let's see if that's... No, they are all... Ah! I bet that's why. Somehow or the other, I've deleted a bit of my rail that I almost certainly need. I just want to go and check on the limestone production as well, because that seemed to have had some problems earlier. And then we'll see if we can quickly get gold and titanium ingots to produce. I think titanium might be a bit too much of a stretch because I think that's got a fairly complicated recipe, but we should be able to do gold. Because I think gold is the simple one. Good, we've got lots of acid. Good. Mission successful. Limestone was over this way, because it seems to have stopped doing its thing. Because this process here has stopped running. So you are not hooked up correctly. You are a provider. So let's get something that I know is correct. Good. So why are you not working? Is it because this thing filled up? It is. Just flush it. I think that's better. Now let's try and check the sulfuric wastewater trains. Because unless we get those going, the base is going to grind to a halt because we're just going to have not enough acid and too much wastewater buildup. This is the ammonia section and the fertilizer that we're going to want for wood. Here we go, this is where we want to be. This is crushed stone. Surprisingly less crushed stone than I expected. All 19 stops. So does this one work? That would be an interesting hint if it does. It says no path again. Why? There's no... kind of break. A whole bunch of these stations are just set up wrong. You should be able to get over there. There's nothing that's stopping you. How are you doing your route down there? I must have broken something with one of these signals. Let's go take out these silly flashing signals. that's definitely not a valid junction. Note 1. Standing at provider. I'm just going to let my dog out. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll have to let the dog back in a couple of minutes. But let's see if in the meantime we can try and work out which one of these providers is breaking things. It seems to have to go everywhere. So if I can see all my stations as a list. There should be. See if I can find that shortcut. List stations, maybe? Seems like it's a modding thing. I thought there was a... Here we go, yeah. Stations, 283 stations, okay. Interesting. They all just seem to start running. Now I am very, very confused. All 20 stops are inaccessible. Couple that are manually stopped, that's okay. Where's the wastewater providers? I didn't quite realize I had that many. Doesn't sort of tell me. There we go, that's also missing a bit. Where's this? It's the silver. Let's go over to the silver. And fix that problem up. That should have the train network back running again. Got the same problem here. Where I've copy and pasted trains on both sides and they haven't worked correctly. Aluminium. Silicon. Silver should be next, yep. Okay, they are at least not stuck anymore. That's a bonus. Okay. Run down to gold. We should have the gold ore done. I'm going to go let the dog in 2 seconds when we get there, and then we'll see if we can make some gold bars, gold ingots, which I guess is a gold bar. Okay, back in 30 seconds. Okay, back. Need this bit quickly. This is how we're going to feed in ore that comes from elsewhere, for example. Now let's have a look at how we produce gold ingots. So, just so I've got the sizing right. It is as an input. It doesn't tell me how much cobalt ore I need to produce that. 120 cobalt ore is what we are looking at. We built the gold the same size as cobalt. So gold ingot. I think we just do the simple one to start with. How do I make gold cathode? Yeah, we're not doing caloric acid, I don't think. Unless that happens to be very simple. It's gold nitric hydrochloric. Maybe we can. Times 4. Produces 180, takes in 90. What does it need in terms of gold ore? 60. So I actually need to double this. Nitric acid. I don't think there's any reason not to build it this way. Let's just check how the other one works. So 180 is 180 ore. Yes, so the gold 2 is better. And we did cobalt 2. Okay, so we need to use gold 2. That's okay. Let's have a quick look at titanium ingots 2. I only have the baseline titanium ingot by the looks of it. Titanium smelting 3. So I can't get that yet because I don't have yellow science. That's okay. So you'd make it from titanium sponge, which comes from titanium tetrachloride. Do that. Then that. Okay, so I can still make 180 titanium ingots from 120 ore. That's fine. So let's see if we can get this laid out in some way. So I generally lay these out in sets of 4. So let's see if we can work out how to get this 4 laid out. Nitric and hydrochloric acid, which is good. So let's pin it. Oh, we've been playing on higher speed. Sorry for that. I thought the belts went out fairly quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We are just going to have to get rid of all of this stuff here because this is going to become liquid stations. We will bring the acid in over here. It's a good job we spent all that time building acid earlier in the stream. So this, we need 23 of these. Wow, okay. How do we want to do that? 8 to 23. That's a lot. Basically 3 furnaces per ore processor. We need a slightly different design because we've normally been doing this via direct loading. I think we're going to need something like this. And then cathode flows down here. Then we need one of these. So the cathode flows down here. Correct. And the processed gold flows down here, so you can stop here. Then ingots come here. Something like that, maybe? There's the acids. This one will actually have to be a charcoal requester because I'm going to need blast furnace power. So let's put you back. Okay, broken the charcoal trains as well. Same sort of setup, but that's fine. We can fix that shortly. I've said that that's gold wire, but that's not correct. These are going to be gold ingots, and then the gold wire is actually going to be at the top. Same with the titanium, but that's fine. It's fixable. Get rid of blue. Now, you do that. Near, far, far. Process gold. Now you take 2 in. That. That's right. You're going to have gold cathodes. Then something like that. Priority here. Take, drop. No, take from that side, drop to the back. Take from that side, drop to the back. That's correct. I need a belt with some charcoal now. Then I think the charcoal belt sort of comes through here. Something like that. The whole thing needs to move a couple of squares across. Probably to there. So that the ore lines can finish up. Then we need to duplicate it. How many times? 8 times, right? Yeah. Can I get it 8 times in there? I should be able to. And more importantly, can I get it again here at the top? I can. Make sure it fits. Good. So let's check what acids I'm going to need. Nitric and hydrochloric. Don't need you guys here anymore. So let's make you a hydrochloric acid, nitric acid requester. That's fine. It's not going to work. Okay. What time is it? We're going to have to stop in a few minutes. We'll just get the nitric acid station down. If I can work out how it's supposed to be wired up, that seems right. You are nitric acid requester. Like that. Now Now where do I want to put the hydrochloric acid? Should I put that on the other side? Yes, that seems a sensible place to put it. Take the train stop and the signals out. And we'll see if we can flip it. Good. We'll see if we can put it in line. Then train station. You are a hydrochloric acid requester. And we'll just try and get the signals in because otherwise I'll forget. Somewhere like there. That seems okay. Yeah. Fine, it's got to finish off the build, but that should be interestingly, it still says no path. Why is that? Looks like it's now coming over. Let's find out. Oh, hold on, that train station's in the wrong place. Interesting, okay. This is going to look more like this. Just delete some of this crap. Nope, you're not this. You are hydrochloric acid requester. Better. It's filling up nicely. Let's check this one. Also filling up nicely, and we have the charcoal. Quick bit of power. Probably here. This seems about right. I should be able to do 8 of these in a line and get some gold ingots. Okay, we're going to stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Probably be around one night later this week, and we'll finish off gold, but probably not until the end of the week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.